Hi, welcome back to another edition of the Chasing Tone podcast. I'm Travis.
I'm Max.
I'm Brian.
I'm Jake.
We got new microphones. Everybody loves them. At the time of
wireless.
At the time of doing this podcast, we've gotten a lot of negative feedback on the new microphones.
Caught a lot of slack, if you will.
Yeah, it's flack, guys. Jesus. But anyway, if you don't like the sound quality, I do apologize. We promise we can refund your money.
Right. We could always go back to the mics with the pop filters.
Yeah.
Like we had in the first
30
episodes or whatever.
We're trying new things. We're trying to give you guys the best possible, I can't say product because it's not for sale, but like
it's not yours.
Experience.
It's not yours. It's ours.
Yeah,
it's for us.
Right. But no, seriously, we're trying. You know. But did we do that? I'm Max. I'm Brian. I'm Jake thing. We didn't. We skipped over, did we?
No, we did it.
Did you do
we
yours?
did it.
Dang, man.
You want to do it again? Just
Yeah,
practice?
I'm Travis.
I'm Max.
I'm Brian.
I'm me.
Don't make me repeat myself. But so we've covered this before in the past. You know, like disaster gigs. Like, what do you do if something happens? What's the worst thing to have happen? You know, all that stuff. Well, I called Max on Saturday and I said, "Hey, man, how'd your gig go last night?" He proceeded to tell me.
Terrible. Mr. Preparedness that I am, everything that could have went bad did go bad. I had a tube socket go out my amp like 3 songs in, so the amp was shot. You know, I had 2 patch cables go bad, D-string break. It was just like, yeah. So what I ended up doing was I ran everything right into the PA. I had a 12-inch wedge monitor, so I ran on my guitar just into the wedge monitor. I flipped it up, turned it over. So that was my amp. I used it for 3 sets, and everybody loved it.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing.
Nobody could tell.
I was getting ready to say that the audience probably didn't even know.
I ran 2 tube screamers and a clown through it the entire time, and I was actually halfway decent.
That's a whole lot of mid-range going on.
Hey, it works.
Yeah, man. That would be like the Kermit the Frog of guitar tone.
It was like Joe Bonamassa's voice.
Which is pretty much like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah, today, yeah. It sounded just like that.
I'm done.
I'm better than you because.
Somebody doesn't like Joe Bonamassa.
Well, actually, I really like Joe Bonamassa.
Say Max is
No, I really don't hate me.
Yeah.
I'm only going
Like me. Like me.
I just want a 10th of your guitar collection.
A 10th,
she calls it the Bonazium.
Bonazium, yeah. Did you hear about his swap meet he had?
Well, yeah, he had a garage sale.
Yeah.
It was like by appointment only kind of thing.
No.
Was it open?
Yeah, what he did is I think he partnered with a recording studio in L.A. and all the stuff. I think it was mainly pedals, but I think there was other stuff. But I think it was mainly pedals. He just had a bunch of stuff that he's like, I'm never going to use this stuff anymore. And I think he was moving or something. And he's like, I don't want to pack all this crap up. Mm-hmm. I'm selling it. You know, from this time to this time on this Saturday, first come, first serve. You know what I mean? Let's go make some deals. And
so people are haggling with him, like
I don't know if he was there.
I know it says $5. I'll give you $4.75.
And your autograph. You know.
Well, Joe, if you're listening to this, I am a big fan. I promise. You're an awesome
Doesn't
guitar
he have
player.
his own radio show or podcast?
I don't know.
I think he does.
Probably.
It's probably doing better than ours.
Probably sounds magical.
It's probably like I've found this of Chasing Tones. Like I've already found the tone. Podcast.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I've bought all the tones.
I has all the tones.
But so I guess we could get to the. I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it was. I was due for a gig like that, so like I don't need another one for like 20 years.
I'm just due for a gig. I can't remember my last gig. Seriously, I went and had. Well, my wife had the babies. I didn't have the babies, but like now it's like I'm losing gigs and hair and everything.
Welcome to fatherhood.
I know, right? I'm gonna get my hair cut. I called the place.
Did you
Today, but they were
donate it?
closed. Yes, I am. It's whenever I put it in a ponytail, like on top of my head, because it doesn't have to be like anywhere. It's just a ponytail. It doesn't have to be ponytail back.
Nope, it has to just meet the length requirement.
Yeah, it's 9 inches. So, boom.
And you said I can cut it.
Oh, what are you doing tonight?
Let's do this. Film opportunity.
All right. Well, let me get my appointment. And then
I got my own knife. I'll do it. I got my
Well,
own
you know,
knife.
you're not going to do it. A knife? Damn, what are you going to do, scalp me?
No, it's sharp. Just one whoosh.
Machete style.
Machete. Remember when Machete came to Plainfield Harley-Davidson?
It's true. He was really short.
Yeah, well, I don't remember that, but I wasn't there. But we should probably get to the list. Oh, wait a minute. The low blow. Jake here, bass
Mr.
player
Low Blow himself.
extraordinaire.
Mm-hmm.
He,
The bass player with the mostest engineering skills.
Yes, exactly. He just did the
wait.
demo for it. How'd it go?
Smart bass.
It worked.
Yes.
Smart bass player.
Yes.
So wait, you're...
Is that uncommon?
Yeah, the world's colliding. Somewhere, hell just froze over and a pig is flying somewhere. Anyway,
You guys heard that too? It wasn't in my head.
that wasn't the voice in your head.
Okay.
But
thank God.
somebody wrote it. So recently happened upon a demo of the Korg Miku pedal on YouTube. After laughing for roughly 30 minutes post watching a video, I started thinking, is the Korg Miku, am I saying it right, Miku?
I think so.
The world's worst pedal ever made, or is it a scientific breakthrough? Could the circuitry behind it be used for practical purpose, or is it just likely that it's a chip like many other digital pedals these days? Would love to hear you discuss this pedal on the podcast. Anthony, you have one.
I have one, yeah.
I have never played it. but
It's, I don't know, like, the specifics of it. I know it's based on a character that's, I guess, famous in China or something. And
Japanime, if you will.
Yeah. So I mean, I know that's what it's based
Or
on.
Japan.
They sold a ton of them, and people really love them. I know me personally, it doesn't do so well with the G bending. You know? So I got the G bender going on, and it's just like wow, it just doesn't like it. So
Probably sounds like exactly in real life, just screaming.
Probably sounds like country music. By the way, I was listening to
Screaming.
my wife. No, that's crying.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
lots of high fives.
Yeah. Yeah. Have I already gone over the intros to every song genre? Have I done this before?
I think you did with us, but not on film.
I've broken it down. Pre-song intros. In country music, they're telling you to go somewhere. It's always, come on! Like, seriously, and that's not the hashtag come on. It's like, you hear, come on! Right? And then with reggae, it's, whoa-oh-oh. Because whoa-oh-oh. Am I wrong?
Okay, I'm
Am
with
I
you so
wrong?
far.
You're with me so far?
with you so
And then
far.
Southern rock is yeah, baby. Like, yeah, baby. I'm pretty close, right? And then I'll max out the levels if I do my rock scream. But yeah, rock is a rock scream. I'm going to spare you guys my rock scream.
I want to hear it.
I don't know.
You got
Yeah! That's pretty close. Right?
It's nice.
Seriously, I challenge you guys
Feel like
to
rock.
pick a genre of music. I'll research it and I'll give you the intro vocal part to it. I'm pretty close though. Am I far off?
Indie folk.
That's pretty close.
And Shaniqua Twain, she always has to have,
Shaniqua Twain.
yeah, she always has to have something to say before the song. She can't just let the instruments do it. Go
Right.
back and listen to one of her records, and before every song, come on, girl, or something.
Right.
You know, it's like you probably have Brent Mason playing guitar on that record.
Yeah.
Let him play.
Yeah.
You get your chance to shine. It's your name on the record.
He actually heard some Brent was telling about recording some of those albums. There were places where he'd play pieces and Mutt Lange put pieces together.
Huh, so they comped him. That's, you know what I mean? That's a common term.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so like basically like, I think David Gilmour was the first to do it, and I'm probably going to catch so much flack for this. Flack. I'm going to make it up. I'm going to catch some Affleck for this. But what I heard was he would track solos. They would go back and listen, and then they would take the best part of each solo. He'd learn that, and then he'd go replay it. Okay, I think. That's what I heard. Who knows if it's true. But I know now, and yawn cam, but I know now what a lot of people will do is they'll go through the tune and they'll play like 4 or 5 solos, and then they'll just put it all together. They say, I actually did that for a session. I went in and I played on a country session. It was that country I just did. And they said take a couple solos. I did 4 solos. I said, and you know, it was a weird session though, because they wanted me to do the solos before the rhythm beds. So it turned out sounding not very good. So I told them to send me the tracks without guitars, and I'll cut it at home. But anyway, seriously, like
No, be dead or wrong. I'll do it myself.
well, it's true. Like they get in, and they make me play to a click track. And when I say click track, I mean drum machine. So there was no fills leading
Right.
into the parts, and I didn't know the tune. So I show up, and they're like, "Okay, yeah, just go ahead and tune up and play around with some stuff. You know, get a feel for the arrangement." I was like, "Okay, cool." And then he was like, "All right, do you want to go back and do some rhythms now?" I was like, "Excuse me?" He was like, "Yeah, we got all your lead stuff." I said, "I was noodling." They're like, "We can put some stuff together off that."
Well, don't try to do it the best you can.
Right, right. I was in there. I'm not. And normally I would brag about this if it was like a quality session, but I'm not bragging. I'm disappointed and a little embarrassed because I was only in there. I only had my guitar in my hand maybe 15 minutes, and it's a 3-minute song. So math tells you it's like 6 times you could go through it.
Carry the one.
I was getting ready to
Don't
say,
do like carrying the one.
Carry the one, you're fine. But no, seriously. I was literally in there maybe 20 minutes and went through the tune, I think, 4 times, and it was just, so I told her, I said, yeah, why don't you tell that producer, be like, we're going to get someone else to play guitar on this. Can we get it without the guitar? And then just send it to me, and I'll do it from my house. You know, my kid will be mad because I'll have to take over his closet for an ISO booth, but the holes are still in the wall for that. So,
sorry, I gotta do a quick Instagram post here, right in the middle of this.
right in the middle of this.
Yeah, everybody hold on. Everybody hold on.
More important than
But so when this comes out, go back to the page and look
Like
4
we're
weeks ago and see what was posted.
I don't know. I don't think we're ahead anymore.
We're not.
It's like this is coming out
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
This will come out
it's
Monday.
like we don't even need Max in that photo. We'll just cut it.
Max is cut out of the photo.
Are you really? I'm sorry. I didn't. Here.
Oh yeah,
Let me do another one.
don't do another one. It's fine. I'm being your talent show.
Oh man, now it's gonna take me forever to edit that. All right, I gotta have to go back and find it.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything either. Right? Is that what you're saying? You didn't hear it?
Yeah.
All right. Good. Okay. All right. So let's get to that. Okay. Here's the thing with the Miku. I forgot I can lean back because I got this happening.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we could lean
Probably I
back.
couldn't see me in the photo. Leaning forward, it's your fault.
It is my fault. Everything's my fault these days. But never mind. But everything is absolutely glorious. But the Miku thing, man, like from what I understand, it does do some cool stuff that's not really been done in the pedal world. Mm-hmm. Do you think that there's ways to utilize that technology and make it something more musical?
Well, electroharmonics certainly is.
Yeah. Is that the
organ
same
pedal you've
technology?
got.
Say what?
What organ pedal you've got?
Yeah, the
I'm
B9.
pretty sure that's using the same concept.
Is
Same
it?
concept. Yeah.
Ah, okay. I sold that pedal because it was a toy.
Yeah.
You know what I
Such a
mean?
cool pedal.
Oh, it's a great pedal, but like, try to use that in a band in a 3-piece setting. No, it's and then
Fun in the bedroom.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm leaving that one alone.
It's a whole new meaning of big and full.
What'd you say?
It gives a whole new meaning to big and full tone.
Big and full. I don't get it. But
Can you draw a picture of that?
yeah. Hey, fellas. Before I dig in and ask about guitar-related podcasts, I have a question about your recent move to a new building. Was the move to a bigger building needed to be able to fit Travis's ego inside? Oh, we got a funny guy. We got a joker.
He's not insulting you.
Yeah, he's got jokes. I'm just kidding. That's like saying with all due respect. You know, it's like
I don't mean to be a jerk, but
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why I couldn't get a room downstairs because they were all taken.
Yeah, exactly.
Travis.
Yeah, I'm just
Every
kidding.
fucking
But
swallow.
seriously, what was the deciding factor? Well, just for that, I'm quitting Wampler pedals. I'm going to quit Wampler pedals just for that comment. But no, I think a lot of it was just a good thing. It was expansion, right? Just
yeah. I mean, when I started, I was in an 8x10 room in the garage.
mm-hmm.
And then I upgraded to a 16x16 mini
hashtag
bar.
Beyonce upgrade. Nothing? Okay.
No, so after that, I went to work in like basically a mini barn, a big mini barn with a window air conditioner I put in there, and then.
Go on, Kim. He's like, they've heard this story 10,000
I'm
times.
totally boring him. He's just like, God, this story.
When I started
again."
my pedal empire, I had 2 sticks and can hardly afford to rub them together.
Okay, so I'll make this quick then. So then it was a basement, then it was a smaller house, then it was an office building, now it's here.
Boom.
Yeah, and the office building was great. It's just we were limited because, and I'm not going to say because of our neighbors, but it was in a build. We shared the building,
Right.
and let's face it, we sell guitar pedals.
Right, we were out of
They
room.
sell insurance.
Right.
They're not going to like us.
And they're
And,
old.
and they didn't. Oh yeah, I mean, there's a sea of blue hair up in that piece.
They're like, average age had to be like 105. I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yeah.
They didn't like loud guitar noise.
Yeah, it's like,
Remember,
well,
I hit somebody's Buick with my Mustang's car door?
Yeah.
True story.
Yeah.
That should tell you right there.
I remember,
the
I think
dynamic.
one of us, it might have been you or Carla or someone laughed too loud and they called.
Oh, it's probably me, because
And like, can you guys keep it down? Like, dude, we're just talking.
yeah. Did you ever have to go in there? I had to go in there after I hit that lady's Buick. I had to go in there and like tell her, and like it was, oh man, it was stuffy in there, and it smelled of like flower perfume
And mothballs.
and mothballs.
But there's this guy that owns that. He always drives a Mercedes.
Matt Lack was on TV. Mercy.
Yeah.
Gotta watch my stories.
The guy that owned it used to park his Mercedes like in the spot closest to the door to go on their side of the building.
That wasn't a parking spot.
It wasn't a parking spot, but he always parked there, right? So like, there's another employee like always double parked their SUV, and I didn't have anywhere to park that morning. So I actually took the owner's spot, and he came in and was like, "So he took my spot." I'm like, "Well, tell your employee not to double park."
Pretty hard to take a spot when it's not actually a real spot.
Oh, I created one. It took up like half of their doors, so you had like walk around my car to get in.
And I love how they would always de-ice like their part of the door, but like not ours. It's like, really? Can't just throw a little salt our way?
Yeah.
The reason we moved us because I'm an a-hole.
So,
Yeah, it's Max, not me.
It's me.
But
but in the town that we live in, there is limited places to put businesses. So one of them is either buy a piece of property and build your own, or find an empty church and move into it, and then build offices in there.
Boom.
And so that's where we're at. This will eventually be the studio side of where we do things. At some point.
Studio. Nothing.
Phil Collins,
Yeah.
not the Def
Nothing.
Leppard Phil Collins either.
Is there Phil Collins and Def Leppard? Where are they from? Oh, man.
England?
Sheffield, England. I'm probably going to get somebody like, no, they're not from Sheffield, idiot. They're from Sheffield or something. Somebody's always
Sure.
hating on me.
Don't they make dogs?
Huh?
Don't they make dogs?
What?
Don't they make Sheffield dogs?
That's Shepland.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who invented sheep?
I thought it was Shetlands. I'm like, those are ponies. They're like big dogs.
On to guitar-related topics. No, that's what it says here.
Okay.
That's not a segue.
This guy's still talking?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, funny man. Make me laugh, funny man.
I'm like,
I feel like I could be a jerk to this guy because he was a jerk to me.
Well, since you're quitting, I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly. Since I've already quit anyway. But on to guitar-related topics. I'm sure we are all guilty of being drawn to a guitar based on the appearance before we ever plug it in. Definitely. At what point is it worth it to sacrifice tone for looks? I've found myself in a situation where I've played hideous guitars with amazing tone and playability, but passed on them based on how awful they looked. Should we buy the ugly guitar for the tone, or buy a guitar that appeals to the eye and makes the necessary and available parts changes to improve the tone?
Yes. What now?
Basically, he's saying, here, I'll answer it in my way. I'll give my 2 cents. I always said that if I found the right tone and the guitar played right, I didn't care if it was pink. I'd buy it.
Yeah.
I actually did that.
And you've seen my silver tone, my 60s silver tone. It has been spray painted bright pink.
Coat
Right.
the Bismol pink.
Yeah, like bismuth pink,
Right.
if you will.
Well, I know, like, I have another Whitfield guitar coming
Mhm.
at NAMM. And, you know, he was asking me what color, like he has with all of them.
Like he was coming at now.
You know, he asked me what color, and I literally don't care. I said,
Anything but
I-
black.
You should have said black.
I really don't
Is it
care
is
what
it a
color.
Strat? Is it a Relic
It's a Strat.
Strat? Oh
It's a
man.
Strat.
I wonder what the headstock will look like.
I don't know.
Seriously, I don't know that I've seen his headstock design on his Strats yet. I'm sorry, S-type guitars.
Yes.
S-type guitars. Strats. It's a Stratocaster.
It's been used so generically for so long.
Oh, yeah.
How do you hold a trademark to that? But I don't know. I'm not an attorney.
Dude, somebody tried to trademark Happy Birthday. True, or not trademark, but copyright. Did you know this? Yeah, they traced it back, and I guess it was one of the publishing companies. You can look this up.
I don't think I read the Onion News Network.
No, trust me, it's not. This is true. They actually, one of the, like ASCAP, CSAG, PMI, one of them claimed that they owned Happy Birthday, and then, because if you ever gone to restaurants and then they do that happy birthday instead of happy birthday to you, that's why, because the venue or establishment didn't pay one of the publishing companies. Well, now, yes, for real.
Like
So they made a ton of money off the song Happy Birthday. Then something happened where they found out it actually was public domain, and then it was a class action lawsuit against this publishing company. Forget which one. I really should do research on stuff before I just talk about it. Am I making this up?
It's probably like Gru off of Despicable Me.
It's probably what?
Gru. You guys ever watch that movie Despicable Me? It's a kid slick.
No,
It's like super villain.
I know Bob's watched it because there's a character named Bob.
That's why I like Bob so much.
That's why I like Bob so much because Bob's Bob. I don't compare him to other things or people. Max?
That does make him kind of more awesome than you, though.
I do compare both Bobs against each other.
Yeah. the Bobs. So you ever seen Office Space?
Yeah, of course,
You've seen
man.
Office Space? Remember when Frank came in and was going to meet with us? So I talked to Frank and I was like, the first thing we did whenever we get into the office, I was like, "Are you the Bobs?" And he said, "What?" And I go, "Office Space." He goes, "No, I'm not the Bobs." I was like, "Good, because I'm not going to tell you I like Michael Bolton's music." But would you? Okay, let me ask you this. One of my a guitar that I don't know, it's not super ugly. I mean, I would never own one, but the Jim. You know, I would never own a Jim.
Ibanez?
Yeah. I don't think a guitar needs a handle cut into the middle of it.
No.
You know what I mean? I would never own one of those. That and the necks are super skinny. But the thing is even if I liked the way it played and loved the way they sound, and they do sound great, I would still never own one. Ibanez also made that Paul Gilbert signature series
Automatically don't like it.
that had, why, because Ibanez or Paul Gilbert?
Sure.
What? Paul Gilbert's fantastic.
He is a great guitar player. so I like him.
Believe it or not, Paul Gilbert is the reason I play guitar. And because that solo to Be With You,
Yeah, that's
you know, yeah, from the Mr. Big Tune to Be With You, that acoustic guitar solo,
That
was
made you-
gorgeous.
that made you want to
That
sing?
was what made me want to play guitar.
Really?
That guitar solo.
You know when he hit the low E, that was an accident, right?
Oh, but it has to be there.
Oh, I know. Yeah, it fit. But
No, I
read an
refuse
interview-
to believe that.
I read an interview where he said he actually didn't mean to hit it that hard.
Oh.
And the producer's like, keep it, keep it.
Oh, yeah, that makes the solo.
Yeah.
Just as much as the harmonic.
Yeah.
You know, but do you know the solo? I'm going to pause for solo identification. Okay, so hopefully Bob put that in there.
Sure.
Otherwise, that's going to be really awkward.
That's going to be really awkward.
That's going to be really awkward. But Jake's like, I haven't talked yet. Not very much. But okay, would you play an ugly guitar if it sounded and played right?
Yeah. I'd also play a pretty guitar if it sounded terrible.
Yeah.
It depends, though, because I think on some level you're playing a guitar or you're buying a guitar because it makes you happy in some very broad sense.
Yeah.
So maybe you care about the tone a lot. Maybe you care about how it feels to play that guitar, looks, tone, feel, altogether. So it's kind of a combination.
Yeah, it's the emotion that it instills in you.
Why gotta make so much sense, Jake?
That's a Wamplerism.
That is
Why
a
you gotta make
Wamplerism.
so much sense? Yeah, I mean, I own a guitar that I think I just bought it as a dirt cheap guitar. It sounds below average, but it looks really cool. and that's my stage guitar. Because when you're at volume with a band, as long as you hit something mid-heavy for your solos, it doesn't matter. As long as it makes you feel good. You know, that's what you're saying. If it makes you feel good, doesn't matter what it looks like. You on Cam? Hey, I'm going to say this here, right there.
Dude, that is a fantastic shirt.
Yeah.
Randy Watson.
Yeah. You might know him as Joe the Policeman from the What's Going Down episode of That's My Mama. Mr. Randy Watson.
Sexual chocolate.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw this shirt, and one of my buddies sent me a link to it, and he was like, dude, check out this shirt. And I bought it on an impulse, and it was probably the best purchase I've ever made, ever.
Really?
Yeah, ever. Even better than my house. It's an awesome T-shirt.
Even
That doesn't speak much for my house.
even better than your Marshall. Yeah.
Oh, good point.
Wear a T-shirt with a baseball player that says touchdown.
Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Or, I don't know karate, but I do know crazy.
Yeah, I do have some weird T-shirts.
They're awesome.
I know.
But impulsively.
Possibly.
But impulsively.
Impulsively.
Possibly.
Yeah, I mean,
Impossible.
I don't know. The thing is, too, and he goes on to kind of elaborate on this topic a little bit, and he says, what are your thoughts on the demands for Relic guitars? The kids over there. The kids.
Yes.
We're having a college level educated discussion about combining words into nonsensical ones.
They're called conjunctions. Contractions. Get it? See what I did?
Junction, junction, what's your function?
Anyway, also, what are your thoughts on the demand for Relic guitars? There are numerous boutique guitar makers, mostly Strats and Tellys, all Strats and Tellys, who make most of their sales on Relic guitars. I personally love them, but is there a special connection lost with your guitar when you buy a Relic rather than making the wear and tear over time yourself? Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Come on.
Boom. There's a pedal that I forget, Petty John.
Petty John.
Who
Yeah.
does Relic pedals?
Yeah. You know, I reliced my Tube Screamer over the course of 20 years.
I mean, to me, it's one of those things. I don't care if it looks brand new or if it's beat up. I just don't care. I
Yeah.
want
As long as the neck doesn't have nicks and dings or isn't sanded, you
That-
like a sanded neck.
I do like the sand
Ah.
neck, but I don't like if it's got like chunks out of it.
Yeah.
That just messes with me.
Yeah, yeah, my garage has a couple nicks in it after Gearfest in the back of the neck, and that upsets me. I don't care. You can ding the body. I don't care, but that upset me because I can feel it when I play. I
Right.
mean, eventually they'll wear out.
Well,
But-
I'm thinking maybe if we put some wood putty over it.
Yeah,
and
just
sand it out. It'd be
yeah,
fine.
it'll be fine. Yeah. Although Don
Put that
did
on
tell
my
me.
list, so.
Don did tell me that if for minor scratches,
Toothpaste.
Tech Tip. No, Turtle Wax, Extreme Gloss or Extreme Shine. Put that on there and then take the real fine steel wool and buff it, and it'll take the wax will fill that
Really?
little scratch.
That's what I do with my Xbox games when they get scratched.
I use yellow marker.
Yellow marker?
Yellow highlighter. You cover the whole thing with yellow highlighter, then wipe it with a T-shirt.
No way.
Yeah, it gives you a yellow T-shirt.
You know,
But no, it really does. I mean, it really does work.
Xbox equals guitar tone.
Huh? Guitar Hero. You could argue that Xbox is responsible for the resurgence in guitar tone.
Could be said.
I know one thing. When I was teaching guitar, I never made more money as a guitar instructor than when Guitar Hero was at its height of popularity.
I bet.
'Cause
I mean, I think what's cool to me is like whenever I see like teenage kids, I got a bunch of teenagers at home, obviously. So like when they want to play something on their phone or iPod or their phone, and I'm like, that's a cool song. How'd you get to know that song? Xbox.
yeah,
You know, and I'm
Xbox.
like,
Yeah.
because I'm like, I thought you were actually listening to some Hendrix or something.
Yeah,
But
no.
no,
It's kinda like that.
It's on Guitar Hero.
Some kid was listening to some. No, it was Nevin. I said, "Hey man, have you ever heard of this?" I was talking about Scarface, the rapper.
Yeah.
And because he listens to rap music, and I remember when I was young, I used to listen to rap music, and you know, I still like 2 Packs of Sugar. He's still real good.
Tupac, you mean?
Yeah, 2 packs.
2 packs of sugar.
2 packs of sugar.
Gotcha.
No, seriously, Max was making fun of me the other day. He called me. Was it you? They called me and said, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Listening to Tupac." And you're like, "Why are you listening to Tupac?"
That was me.
Oh, it must have been somebody else. But like, 'cause I like Tupac. Nothing wrong with that. But
Too short.
I like Too Short.
Easy.
Easy E. Oh,
NWA.
oh yeah, I can go DJ Quick.
I love it.
DJ Quick.
DJ Mary, DJ
Yeah,
Quick. Yeah. It's fun. Never mind. I'm not going to go there. But anyway, I was like, yeah, man, you ever heard Scarface? And he was like, no. And I played a song. He's like, that's all Grand Theft Auto.
But that's where a lot of kids are. I hate that term, kids. But a lot
Kids
of
these days.
a lot of like teenagers are hearing music from video games, man.
Yeah.
You know, and new bands, and that's I don't know.
Stupid.
And the way they find
not
music
stupid.
is cool. I mean, it's totally different the way we found music whenever when we were back that age.
Yeah.
But,
We were told what was good.
right.
It's on the radio.
Because
It's
we
the
had
only
5
outlet.
stations.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly. And 3 of them were country. Yeah, but you
I was
just
a weird kid though. Like
You had
found
the
it
internet.
myself. No, I mean, not really. It wasn't as widely used as it is now.
you had the internet at age 10.
No, but not like it wasn't like what it is now.
Well, of course
Nothing
not,
like
but the outlets were there.
You still had MP3.com though.
I had like
And
LimeWire.
Napster and
I
LimeWire.
had LimeWire over dial tone.
Well, yeah.
I did too.
Dial
But
up.
all you do, you just start your download before you go to bed, and then the song is downloaded
Take
the
4
next
hours.
morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's like a Fish or Grateful Dead record, then it's going to take 6 days.
Right.
But I don't condone using LimeWire or any such services like LimeWire.
I think you have to pay for those now.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear about T-Swizzle? T-Swizzle is pissed.
Oh, with the
Because of
iTunes
the
thing?
redo.
Because, no, Apple, Taylor Swift, basically Apple is launching a paid streaming site.
Right.
And then for the first 3 months, you get it for free. Well, for those first 3 months, the artists aren't making royalties, and Apple's
They're just not
them.
paying artists.
They're just not
for this?
paying. Right. So let's say you.
How do we do that?
Exactly.
I'm just not going to pay taxes for the first 6 months.
Don't say that on film. Because if something happens,
That's true.
If something happens and there's a clerical error, then they'll come back to that.
That's
So
true.
that was a joke.
That's a joke.
That was a.
To say, how does a company decide that they're just not going to pay the bill?
Exactly.
How does that work?
Exactly, because they're Apple. You know, and she
But
wrote this great letter. She's like, "Look, I've always respected you, the things you guys do, da 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 da. However, I'm not licensing my music to streaming Apple
Right.
because and she said, and it's not because I need more money. She said, this is a stand for the artists who haven't made money.
Right.
You know, it's a great article. It's on the Wampler Pedals Facebook page. But yeah, I got mad love for T-Swizz. Come on over. But so some of this stuff was guitar related, right?
Sure.
So if you guys have any questions or comments, suggestions, or want to make fun of my ego,
Compressor.
do it, compressor. You know, it only hurts because it's true. And by the way, when you put Travis is, you don't have to add the last S. It's Travis and then the apostrophe. It doesn't need another S. So anyway, right?
I don't know. I didn't go to school.
Am I
man.
wrong, Max? Here.
I barely graduated.
It's plural possessive. I possess your plural. But anyways, if you guys have any questions or comments, yeah, right?
Technically, the S is wrong.
Here we go. All right, JC Tone Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, Wampler Pedals Tone Group, Wampler Pedals Facebook page, Max's blog.
Boom.
Boom.
Blog it up.
Blog.
Hashtag blog it up.
That's your thing. That's your thing. That's your thing. You know what? Drop the mic.